It was 1885, and the race was on among European nations to carve up the Pacific. Western powers had already claimed most of the islands south of the equator. Now Germany announced its intention to annex the Caroline Islands. Spain, which claimed ancient title to the Carolines by right of discovery, immediately dispatched 2 warships to take possession of the islands. The Spanish ships reached Yap first in late August 1885. But while the Spanish naval party was surveying the island to decide where to locate their capital, a German naval cruiser steamed into the island and within a half an hour hoisted the German flag over Yap. Germany had seemingly won the race for the Carolines. An enraged Spanish populace bitterly contested Germany's claim to the island group. Heated diplomatic notes were exchanged between the 2 countries, and nationalistic feelings ran so strong that the dispute over the Carolines brought Europe to the brink of war. Nationalism was on the rise in Europe during the late 19th century. With it came a voracious appetite for colonial expansion. For the world powers of the 1880s, emerging nations like Germany and those long past their peak like Spain, colonial expansion was a matter of national pride. All truly advanced peoples have founded colonies, as one German professor put it. Colonies are merely the expression of the spirit of enterprise of strong nations. The dispute raged for several months. Then suddenly, Germany yielded its claim to the Carolines and settled back to develop its copra trade in the region, leaving Spain to bear the burden of administering its new colony. Meanwhile, Germany founded colonies of its own. In 1885, Germany formally annexed the Marshall Islands as a protectorate. It administered its new colony under the Jesuit Company, the largest trading firm in the region. The copra trade was big business in the Marshalls during these years, and German trading companies had a major share in the trade. Jesuit, the capital of the Marshalls, was one of the busiest ports in the Pacific. Spanish presence in the Carolines, on the other hand, was not much more than a holding operation. On Pohnpei, the administrative center for the Eastern Carolines, the Spaniards established a colony. Colonia, it was called. Just a few months after their arrival, after the Spanish troops were attacked by Pohnpeian forces from Net and Sokehs, the Spaniards walled in the colony. A fort was erected to defend the colony, and sentries were posted at the gates to screen all those entering.
The stone walls were laid by hand using lime mortar and were filled with small holes through which rifles could be fired. These walls were so striking that a British soldier nicknamed the colony the White-Walled City during a recent visit here. A Spanish report, 1899.
The Spanish made a few early attempts to build roads to other parts of the island, but they were discontinued because of local opposition. There were no ambitious public works projects, no development projects. For all practical purposes, the Spanish governor and his team remained confined to Colonia. They were little more than prisoners in their own colony. With the Spanish came Catholic missionaries. The Marianas had been evangelized 200 years earlier. Now Catholic priests and brothers were brought into the Carolines, Palau, Yap, Chuk, and Pohnpei. There they would work alongside, or sometimes in opposition to, Protestant pastors. Like the Protestant Church, which had arrived nearly half a century earlier, the Catholic Church would become an enduring force in the islands.